GibbsonTV yet again has come up with an unbelievable video titled Backrooms Parallel Realities, exploring the unlimited possibilities of Backrooms and multiple universes, including different levels of the Backrooms or even an alternate version of it. Hi folks, I'm R, and I'm just too excited to do the full intro. Let's just get right into the video. As the story continues on the Backrooms series created by GibbsonTV, being a rendition to the original series by Kane Pixels, make sure to watch the last two videos to catch up on the story, which are linked in the comment section below and the cards above. Alongside the sandy shoreline lies a fully decomposed corpse dressed in async hazmat suit, when a glitch quickly shows that this corpse belonged to no other than the person who no-clipped out of the backrooms after shooting an entity. The person wearing hazmat suit ended up in an out-of-reality world mimicking the real world, even with birds chirping. However, this alternate reality being a mimic seemingly didn't have any source of food, with the async employee wearing the hazmat suit dying due to starvation. It's not clear to how many years have passed, and even less clear if the man traveled through the mimic world reaching the shoreline, or if the environment changed on its own. Especially as it being a mimic world, the passage of time could be different, with minutes acting as years or decades. Hazmat suits are typically made out of plastic, rubber, and fabric, with plastic taking the longest to decompose naturally. It's mentioned that it could take up to 450 years for plastic to decompose, and other parts like rubber around 80 years, which means that not that many years have passed, with human body even able to fully decompose to skeleton in several months. Meanwhile, the gate of the async facility opening a doorway to the pocket dimension of Backrooms seems to malfunction at first and explode when it suddenly opens to a different place than the expected Backrooms with long office corridors. The gateway leads to a parking lot filled with graffiti on its walls, having infinite corridors just like the Backrooms, as if it's an alternate version of the Backrooms or a different level of it. Subsequently, two of the async employees put on their hazmat suits and enter the newly discovered pocket dimension, with one of them called George setting up cameras as the first step of mapping out the place. Exploring the place further, one of the explorers observes in awe the sheer vastness of the place, with infinite levels of the parking lot being stacked on top of each other, going deep and high as far as the field of sight can reach. Exploring it further, the explorer realizes that he might be lost even though he didn't travel far from the gate. As he decides to head back, he notices that the gate is not in the same place that it first was, as if the corridors rearranged themselves, causing the gate to move to a different place, making it impossible to map out this place and navigate through it. Keeping his cool in order to recollect his thoughts, he hears a strange sound coming from behind one of the columns.
Damn, lost. I swear it was right there.
Going to examine it, a bright glowing smiley face appears with no clear physical body when his vision glitches out, changing the perspective to another async personnel watching the live feed from the safety of the facility. Carefully watching every move of the explorer through the installed cameras, he suddenly loses sight of him, perplexed to where he disappeared to, not knowing that this strange and bizarre entity snatched him and possibly killed him. A set of binary codes then appear for a split second, translating to the word smile, bringing the video to an abrupt end. Now, so much was unloaded in this video, appropriately titled as the Parallel Realities, for a good reason. As seen through the last two videos, 3 explorers originally entered the Backrooms, seemingly on an expedition to map out the misunderstood place. That's when they come across a corpse who had decomposed partially, having a disease dubbed as the mold growing on him, which gave one of the explorers a vision, something that revealed to him that Ivan Beck, the vice president of the async organization, is corrupt and possibly intends to kill all 3 explorers for figuring out his plans after encountering the corpse. The explorer who sees this vision instructs his crewmates to head back to the gate, but Ivan Bick already thinks ahead and closes the gate, with only one of the explorers managing to enter the facilities, who is quickly shot dead by Bick. The other two explorers get stranded in the mysterious backrooms when an entity rushes towards one of them and seemingly kills him, with one managing to find a short double-barrel shotgun and shoot the entity, which causes him to no-clip out of this dimension into a different reality. A mimic of a park which only superficially resembles the real world. This explorer soon dies under mysterious and unknown circumstances, as he is still dressed in his hazmat suit, with his face mask lying right next to him, which means as soon as he took off his mask, he possibly died due to breathing the toxic air. What is confusing as to how many years he spent in this reality for his body to fully decompose, and why is his corpse next to a shoreline rather than the grass-paved grounds of the park. This could be due to the environment rearranging itself, unless this corpse doesn't actually belong to the explorer that got stranded in the first reality, but in fact belonging to another explorer in an alternate, or as titled, parallel reality. The glitch could simply mean that a similar event took place in a different dimension, with this explorer and this reality being far less lucky. This could also explain why the gate was unstable and exploded, seemingly being only the very first time being activated, opening to a different level of the backrooms, or even an alternate version of the backrooms, opening up in an infinite parking lot than the office building corridors with the moist carpets. The surrounding environment of the gate even is different to what is seen in the last two videos. The first one has a network of small and thin wires and metals haphazardly placed, while the new gate has large pipes running parallel to each other around the gate. The explorers entering the newly discovered alternate dimension even seem to be exploring the place for the very first time, as they are setting up cameras and trying to map it out, with their backrooms version being parking lots, which confirms that these people are in a parallel universe, with the organization even possibly having a different name to Async.
There's George setting up cameras. Not that there's anyone here. Holy shit. Crazy is an understatement.
The explorer walking around on his own to just check out the place even makes remarks of being shocked to what a crazy place this is, clearly showing that he's never seen anything like this before. Therefore, being his first time ever stepping foot in a backrooms level. He's very unlucky, however, as he's soon attacked by an entity known as a smiler, who are poorly understood, usually lunging towards their prey. They are said to have no physical bodies and that they are attracted to source of sound or light. Therefore, if flashlight is shone at them, or if an explorer encountering this entity panics or tries to run away, they are sure to suffer a tragic fate. The binary code appropriately then translates to smile, relating to the entity that are called smilers. The backrooms is possibly the place where these two parallel realities can connect through, who have used technology to tear a hole on the barriers of the observable and understandable universe, entering a pocket dimension, opening new doors to what seemed and thought to be impossible before.
Damn, I'm lost. I swear it was right there. Where the hell did he go?
That's it for this video, folks, but boy oh boy, this video totally blew my mind away. I can't wait for more videos by GibbsonTV. It's been your host Star, and I will see you on the next one. This was too damn good. I need to catch my breath.